Hey everyone, Percy here. I got another unboxing for you guys, and today we're going to be looking at the amazing world of Plarail. Now, I don't own many Plarail items, mainly the ones if I own a Plarail item, I'm going to be showing it a lot more often in my remakes and videos than the Trackmaster ones, more often than not, because they are just so well detailed trains and engines and destinations, and the way they portray the Thomas characters are really incredible. Not that Trackmaster isn't great, don't get me wrong, but like the white running boards on all the characters and just the details, the way they've made the CGI characters and all that, it's incredible. It's great, and especially with how Trackmaster has been and Mattel has been doing the motorized stuff recently, before 2025, I was at a loss of hope. But this year, with the new motorized range that's coming out, I'm a lot more interested. Even if the models are slightly above scale, so I can't use them in my sets and destinations, you know what, that's fine. I'll put them up for display or something. I just want to collect them. They look really cool. But Plarail, I was a little disappointed with as well, because they did a ton of all engines go stuff, and I'm sure it was a big push from Mattel, but that's kind of all they've been doing for the past few years, and I and many others are pretty disappointed, as they were kind of at the last clutch, apart from like 2022 Wooden Railway, when that made a comeback and then died 2 years later. Anyway, I'm very happy to see that with the new Mattel improving their A game with the 80th anniversary merch, so has Plarail. They, of course, made the 80th anniversary Railway Series Thomas, which I also have got. I was lucky to get my hands on that, and I will make an unboxing on that as well, and a review test run. This right here is something a little bit different. It's still in the 80th anniversary genre, but the moment I saw these two, I wanted to get them immediately, and after the prices went down, I was able to scoop these guys up, and about a month and a half waiting on eBay because, well, it's from Japan. Let's take a look at what we got today. Alright, I didn't prepare any tools or anything, so we're just gonna cut split this. And wow, look at that, it's open, just through the power of movie magic. Alrighty, I've been very excited to take a look at these guys. I don't know which one's coming out first, but... Okay, yes, my boy. Here we are, this is the 2025 Greatest Moments Pack Percy. That's what I'm calling it, at least. You know what, let me just pull these both out first, because they're both kind of part of the Greatest Moments packs. Oh, these look so good. My boys. So here we have, I call them Greatest Moments packs, because back in the day, Trackmaster and Plarail they were actually called Greatest Moments packs. I mean, I can't read flippin' Japanese, but I'm sure it says something along the lines of like nostalgia or something like that, because these are related to previous episodes, as the James one is from James in a Mess from season 1, and it replicates the crash from that episode quite well, although it has the CGI face, which makes me think they're doing the season 23 reincarnation of the flashback to this episode in the CGI canon. Just Chuckle Some Trucks, I want to say that's what the episode was called.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Either way, that's really cool that they did this. This is actually my first Plarail James. The other Jameses I have in Trackmaster form are the Talking James from like 2012 and the Talking Flip Face one from, I want to say, 2010. It's themed around Hero of the Rail, so that's when that one came out. It's nice to have a James that I can like free roam, push around, because the other two are kind of stuck where they are, and they can't move unless they're switched on with the motor. And the detail on these are immaculate. I love these Japanese engines, and Tomy Plarail, they do an incredible job with their work. The top for these guys, they always have these little faces of their CGI counterparts. James has the little guitar coming down, And this Percy one is actually based on a pretty early Brenner era episode, Percy's Lucky Day from season, I want to say season 18 or 17, one of those, where the animation was just getting a little bit better before 19, where they absolutely spruced it up and made it look way better. In this episode, I think it's toward the beginning, Percy loses track of his mail, and I would have never expected them to use that from this episode of all places, of all incidents or crashes they could have used from Percy, but I'm not complaining on more Percy variants, as you know of me and this channel. I love my boy, I love these greatest moments packs, and Trackmaster did a ton of these back then, and Plarail as well. Even Mattel did a few in the Trackmaster Revolution line. I remember specifically they did a 3 set of Thomas and the Jet Engine, Percy's Chocolate Crunch, and Busy Bee James. In like 2014, right as the Revolution line picked up, Plarail did a set when it was the 70th anniversary 10 years ago. Holy crap, how far we've come. They did an Adventure Begins line pack in which they had a green Thomas and a black James for their origin colors coming into the series for the first time, as they were portrayed in the Railway series, I'm pretty certain. And I love when they do these reference material kind of stuff, and just kind of wink wink, nudge nudge to the fans, as I will be definitely using these in remakes. Although something very weird, I can understand why they use a CGI face James, because of the flashback encounter in season 23, like I talked about. Like, this Tar James has a reason to exist in CGI. This Percy, however, is using the classic face, the scared face from like the show, I want to say all the way back in his debut in season 1 in Percy Runs Away, where this O-face, as fans call it, was once used. And it was included in, I believe, Plarail's first version of it was in the Percy and Rocky set, which I believe is still up and available on Amazon Japan or Buyee or something like that. And despite this episode being from the CGI era, Percy has this classic series face. I love it, but comparing the two, like, it definitely has a few questions from fans. It's still great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we've got other Percy face variants from his CGI face. If you remember, back in the 70th anniversary set, like I was talking about, the Thomas in that set had the classic series face from the older Plarail sets, and the James was normal like this one with the CGI face. What gives? I don't know. There's a bit of interesting stuff and overlap between the 80th and the 70th anniversary here. Either way, I love these things. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but let's get into them. Let's start with James here. Coming out of the box, holy crap. This looks incredible. Oh my gosh. The detail is incredible. It's very hard to do this one-handedly and trying to make it look good on the camera. Anyone know good iPhone tripods? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, this works, never mind. Interestingly, I do not have a tar tanker. If any of you true people remember when I did the original James and the Mess remake back in like what, 2018 when I started uploading, 2017, I used Sodor fuel tankers, but now I have an actual tar tanker and I can remake this in its entirety. And this off the bat looks really cool. I've seen the regular like Plarail James like in YouTube videos and stuff, but in person it looks really good, and the special edition looks incredible. Look at this tar paint. It's like, it's not too drastic, and it's just right. I love the face. Look at that. The eyes are both pointing up. That is awesome. And the tender and the tar tanker and all this protective styrofoam, you'll love to see it. This feels really solid. Wow. The last tanker I have is from the diesel pack for like Fisher Price in 2010, I think. This feels honestly a bit light, but I kind of like it. This, I don't know if this was intentional, but it feels like the tar, you can always kind of hear that. The tar piece itself at the top gets slightly like rigid and almost like it might come off. I don't know if that's because of the crash portion of the episode or not. If so, that is a very, very fun design choice, and it feels very well put together despite that. And I love, even for something this small, Plarail goes into the detail very hard with these things. I love it. Let's get James out himself. Yeah, that just works. Okay. Wow. Alright, the tender. Nothing real noticeable to change. Except that. That doesn't look too good. It's fine, it'll be behind James anyways. You won't be able to see it in videos or anything like that. I'm sure that was just a shipping error, although it's fine, it's whatever. The main icon himself, like we said, James. I love this so much. Like I said, any special edition item or item that calls back to a previous episode or anything fan service, I will eat up unconditionally. Spotless, really shiny paintwork, looking great. Even the tar on the top, like I said, it's like just the right amount of minimalism. This face is what's really getting me. I love this so much, and I'm sure Freewheel's even better. Excellent pack. This is incredible. I will never not love Plarail except for the all engines go stuff, but even I can kind of dismiss that as it's still kind of in scale with this stuff, and I can use some of what they provide. I'm still not going to buy it, but you know how it is. Incredible. Plarail, please take note and do more CGI or classic series related stuff. I love you. On to Percy. This, again, looks amazing. I have never had any Percy face variant. Actually, I had the RC one that is now very rare nowadays, and I don't know where it went. I have the controller still, I just don't have the actual engine, which really blows because the face on that was actually the season 1 tired face, also from Percy Runs Away, and that looked incredibly amazing, even though those RC engines were notably a lot slower than every other engine on powered batteries. But we got another face variant right here. This shocked one, I'm kind of surprised I didn't have up until now, and the mail van looks incredible as well. Over the years, I've tried to make custom mail vans with like the RC Thomas, just cutting that van off and putting a custom hook onto it because it's got like a red box car with a gray top on there, and that serves well for me. But an actual mail van looks really good too, and just the little details on this, like the letters flying out, and even on the Percy too, it looks really, really good. From the render on Amazon or eBay or whatever, it almost looked like the green on Percy's side was like slightly lighter because of this, although I don't think that's the case. This looks very much the same as the Percy I already own, which is great because it's going to fit in real well for those face variants, and putting them next to each other, they'll look pretty seamless. All right, time to get this bad boy out. Once again, very satisfying. Got our styrofoam pile there. Lovely. And here he comes. I forgot there was another truck in this. Interestingly, this is a narrow gauge truck that was used in like the Paxton pack in 2012 and a whole bunch of other packs predating that one, but I didn't even know there was detail in this thing. That is incredible. I don't know if that goes by any railway regulations. It's just sitting there and not even strapped down, but regardless, that is adorable. I love that. And the detailing on everything, like I said before, is incredible. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love him. He is adorable. I love him. Holy crap. This looks great. Plarail almost never disappoints. Let's get this out. And it's got the same mechanism to get him out, like the James pack. Alright. Pop that bad boy up. Give it a bit of a wiggle here. Oh man, even like, first of all, this feels incredible. And looks great. These, I don't know if you guys could see these little details on like the rivets and like the worn out look that this truck has been put through. It looks great. Makes me want to put a face right there to make this a troublesome truck. I never really noticed this like side detail like that. If it was on the Paxton pack that I got all those years ago, I'll have to check on that and see how similar that rings with it. But now we're on to the main event. Actually, that works. Don't need to shake it. Oh, wow. Okay. How reflective is that? And the detail, again, is just so good. The door open on this side, and it's shut on the other side, just like how it was in the episode. This is really good, and even if it is open and you could say, oh, well, you can only use it in that episode, I would make an argument that you would be able to not adjust for that. Because of how 2D this is and that these are stickers and all that, it looks like the door is shut even if it's not. If it's just running by in an episode, you wouldn't be able to notice. Wow, that looks amazing. I love that so much. I actually have an official mail van now. That's great. I don't have to rely on customs anymore. Now it's my boy's time to shine. Let me just get him out of the packaging real quick. That works a lot better than just shaking them out. Yeah, press it like a push pop. Oh my gosh, I love you. I'm speechless, guys. This looks incredible. I love the face so much, and the detail on the side. Interestingly, the 6 looks a bit bigger than the normal one. Maybe that's because this is, I think this is a sticker. This looks like a sticker. Yeah, because the cabin window here, well, this is just cut out. This isn't a sticker, but these two are. And then it is on the side as well. But apart from the stickers, I can even get the stickers by. Like, that doesn't even look off to me. This is incredible. I love this so much. Look at this. He is so nervous. He is always such a little nervous little boy. I love him. Incredible. These two packs were incredible. I hope Plarail makes more of these. And I would like to get more Plarail items if they weren't super expensive in America.
What is that?
I'll have to see more options for importing them so I don't have to, so it's not super expensive, but wow, these are incredible. I haven't seen any other reviews of these guys, so I'm maybe one of the first people to do this. I don't know, but wow. These two are great. If you are a Thomas fan, a Trackmaster Plarail fan, or just trying to collect for the 80th anniversary, I would definitely recommend picking these guys up. Especially, they're kind of in high demand, so pick them up sooner than later. Let's test them out and see what they're capable of.